The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
You're not sorry.
If you only knew the power of the dark
side.
Obi-Wan told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you told me you killed him. No.
I am your father.
No, you're not.
I'll be back.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Wait.
It's a trap!
It's a trap, everybody! Hey, Dante's here!
The needs of the many outweigh
the needs of the few.
or the one. Do or do not.
Do not.
There is no try.
There is no try. With the space cat.
Live long. And prosper.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Dude, watch out.
Wait a minute, Doc.
Wait a minute,
Doc. Are you telling me that you
my
built a
goodness,
time
Doc.
machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Hey, Michael's here!
Storming the castle.
Have fun, nice. Storming the castle!
Goodbye.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Stop saying that!
Keep saying it more and more.
I see dead people.
So what?
I am Groot.
You said that.
Why so serious?
Because life is too short.
I volunteer
It's okay,
as tribute.
What I do is not up to you.
Chewie. We're
Thanks,
home.
Mike, for joining up. Thanks for stopping in for a minute.
With me.
I am one with the Force. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
is with me.
I am one, and the Force is with me. Is the Force with you? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the All for Sci-Fi Weekly Webcast. I'm your host, Eric Walker, and next to me is...
Captain Trickster, or don't call me late for any time food.
That is true. That is true. All of it. The Jedi, the Force, the mystical, everything, and Captain Rickster never being late for food.
That's definitely
That's
true.
definitely all so true. Let me move this over a little bit. Oops. I just covered myself.
Ooh, you're back.
Hello, everybody. Is the microphones working right? Let me test the audio. Settings. Audio. It's... Oh, shoot. There we go. That audio should be better. Let's change the cameras. I don't like this camera. Oh, wrong one. Oh, there we go. Much better. Sorry about that, guys. I should have probably did this before. The reason why I didn't do that before, guys, was because we were doing stuff here. So welcome. 1,000 welcomes. Do you like Count Dracula cereal? No, just joking. Oh,
He does.
much better. I don't know what the heck I was doing there. All right, guys. Hey, just want to say a quick shout out. Mike, thank you very much for joining us. I know you got to
Yes,
go.
Mike.
Wanted to say, hope you have a great Labor Day holiday, everybody. This is the first weekend of September. So welcome to September. It is September 2nd, and Labor Day is Monday.
That is true.
So that's great. Got a lot to talk about this Labor Day weekend. Of course, we're on our third episode of Ahsoka.
Yes.
Exciting to talk about that. This episode is episode 3. It's called Time to Fly. And it was a good episode. We're going to talk about that. I enjoyed a lot, lots of it. What did you think,
It was
Captain
great.
Richter?
I thought it was a great one.
Yeah.
Just time always flies.
Yes, it's true. And we're going to talk about Foundation, of course. It's on episode 8, The Last Empress, and we found out who the last Empress was, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Invasion season 2. Both Invasion and Foundation are on Apple Plus, and of course, Ahsoka is on Disney Plus. Yeah, I'm glad we got that figured out with the mics. We were filming Kevin Thompson today for the new Ewok documentary, Yub Nub, which we've talked about. It's going to be a documentary being done by award-winning filmmaker Tom Grove, and exciting stuff. So we're busy filming that today, and that kind of messed up everything a little bit here. But we're gonna, by the end of, I believe, the end of September, we're gonna have the official Kickstarter campaign, which is gonna come out, and we're doing a Kickstarter campaign, guys, to help us raise funds, because filmmaking doesn't cost $0, guys. It actually cost money, and Tom is having there's a gentleman who's going to be doing all the score for the new documentary Yub Nub. There's another gentleman doing the artwork, and all this stuff costs money. It's not for free. So we're going to have a Kickstarter to help with that at the end of September. Hey, Darcidius is here. Echo Base Network's here. Hey, Echo Base Network. Yes, we are really enjoying Ahsoka so far. We're going to talk about that. Love this episode. This last episode, again, it's Dave Filoni giving a callback to his master, since he's the Padawan. I saw things from kind of reminding me of A New Hope in this, when Ahsoka was training Sabine. Wasn't the same, guys. I know it's not the same. This is a different time in the timeline. It's different. It's in the future. But I enjoyed seeing Sabine, trying to learn more about the Force and being trained a little bit by Ahsoka and the droid who trains other young Jedi as well. That was fun. And I think they need to stop. I think this time they need to lay off the jokes about her not being a Jedi and not being able to be Force sensitive and stuff like that. Because everybody, the Force lives within all of us, just like Sabine said. Not Sabine, I mean Ahsoka said. So
right.
Lay off Sabine is what I meant. But we're going to talk about that coming up. What any announcements this weekend coming up?
Yeah, I got him in my wallet though.
Oh, well.
I gotta go get him.
Oh, okay. Well, while he's doing that, I think the new Indiana Jones, not new one, but the newest movie, Indiana Jones, I believe it's on Disney Plus now, so you could stream it. If not, I think you could buy it. You could buy it as well. But I think it's officially available for streaming, which if it is, just, stream it. And wanted to show you guys a quick little thing about the documentary that we're getting ready to do. I wanted to we talk about it. Hold on. I'm going to try to share it. I'm going to run this real quick clip. It's talking about the documentary we're making called Yub Nub, which we're going to be talking about a lot. But here, let me get you a little bit of a video here. One second, please. I believe it's this one. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you, and hope you guys enjoy it. It's only like a minute or so. But it talks about the new documentary, Yub Nub, which we're going to be launching this Kickstarter campaign at the end of September. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Eric Walker, and nearly 40 years ago, I was cast in a Star Wars spin-off movie. I played the part of Mace Tawani in both Ewok movies, Caravan of Courage and Ewoks: The Battle for Endor. Recently, you probably noticed on Disney Plus that they've been released under the term Star Wars Vintage. Currently, we're underway making a full-length feature documentary by award-winning director Tom Grove. He's directing a love letter for these forgotten movies. And I believe for fans that you deserve to see how these movies were made. This documentary will be crammed full of never-seen-before video footage and stills from the set, from my private collection, and more.
One of the finest, most juicy, chunky breakfastes in the world.
And now, with the help of Tom Grove and you backing this Kickstarter campaign, we can now tell the story of how these two Ewok movies were made. What you'll be paying for is brand new animations by Cut the Mustard Animation, a full orchestrational new soundtrack by Christian Jessup, and also brand new original artwork by Mark Lemming, somebody you might have heard about or seen his artwork because he's done a lot of work on Star Wars comic books. I'm over the moon. I'm so excited to share with you on what we've been working on so far. This documentary will also contain brand new interviews by most of the cast and crew of both Ewok movies. Thank you so much for taking your time and helping to support this important documentary.
Okay, so yeah, this documentary, we're working on it, and I've already shot video. I've already done new interviews. Today we filmed Kevin Thompson. We're going to try to get as many people involved. A lot of the original cast and crew have agreed to be interviewed. Can't wait to do that, and we'll announce that more later when it comes, at the end of September when we start the campaign to try to help us finish the documentary. But so far, it's looking good. Anything else to say, Captain Rickster?
I'll give you the list in front of you.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Yeah. September 8th, there's going to be a special look. Ahsoka is going to have a special look. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Groot season 2.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So Groot season 2 is coming out September 6th. Loki, of course, October 6th.
Right.
Season 2 looks great of Loki, by the way. Star Assembled is coming out. The Guardians of the Galaxy Behind the Scenes Volume 3, September 13th. The Making of Secret Invasion, September 20th. Legend, September 29th. And what is this? Spidey and His Amazing Friends Season 2
Mm-hmm.
comes out September 13th. Thank you for that. Those announcements, Captain Rickster.
Yep.
It's really an exciting time to be a sci-fi lover for sure. We got a lot to talk about. Let's jump right in it. What do you want to do first, Captain Rickster?
Do Foundation.
Foundation, as you know, is on Apple Plus.
Yep.
This is season 2. I really love season 1. Season 2 is growing on me. It's not as great as the first season so far, but it's really growing on me. This is episode 8. So there's only 2 more episodes. This episode was called The Last Empress. And as you know, at All for Sci-Fi, we have a rating system of 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars is the best. If it's 3 stars or less, we don't recommend streaming it on Apple Plus. In this case, Foundation, episode 8, The Last Empress, gets an All for Sci-Fi official rating of 4.65 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm going to give it the same, 4.65.
Okay. Wow, he agreed to me.
No, there's no violence on that show.
No, I can't reach him anymore. He's too far over.
Thank goodness. Woo!
Ooh. Yeah, Darth. So this episode, it's just getting better. We're starting to enjoy these characters more. We're kind of curious what's going on. There's been so many really cool. We thought that not Gail, but her daughter. We thought she was killed and she wasn't.
Nope.
And they're using these frequencies to block both of them.
Yep.
From knowing what's going on. But these metallics, man, they are evil.
Yes, they are.
Watch out for the metallics, man. Jeez. So they're terrible. Darth is saying he's looking forward to seeing behind the scene footage. Yes.
Oh, yes.
It over 2 hours of footage nobody's ever seen. Plus, I have thousands of photographs that I took that's never been released. So it's going to be quite a behind the scenes look at a part of the Star Wars universe that kind of has gotten forgotten. So, so that's going to be cool that stuff's coming out. But yeah, this last episode was pretty cool. I mean, I really. What do you have a favorite scene in this week's episode of Foundation?
Not really. I mean, I didn't see anything too exciting. Oh, I know I did. I like it when he saved those. He saved actually the girl. Right. I don't know the name of her, but when he went in
Let's
there,
have some light on Captain Rickster.
Yeah, well, I like it. I like the dark side. But anyway, I like it when he came in and popped in with his ship and knocked everybody over, and a lot of people went flying off the dais and all that stuff. And then his pet came out there and started killing people.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
What's her name? Lucy or something?
I think it's Lucy. Yeah.
Yeah, and she died.
Yep.
Oh,
but that was
sad.
nice. I like that one.
That was when he saved the day.
Yes, when he saved the
and
day.
proved that they could hit Empire
Mm-hmm.
with their ships. That was cool.
Yes.
And what made it cooler is, that couple, the general, that's Empire's general, his husband, who he thought was dead, he was saying, yeah, it proved we could hit them. So that was cool. I kind of like the spacers.
Yeah.
That hive that helps them go travel through
Mhm.
space. They kind of got a unique look. And
Yeah.
Let's see, think what my favorite part was. I mean, I there was bits and pieces that I really liked. I really liked what was going on with when I can't remember her name, Gail's daughter was dealing with Harry.
Harry, yeah.
And she realized she had that
Device.
the device or whatever, and she actually went and saw him
Mhm.
and left. And that little scene and how he helped her and he came there and helped her, I like that scene. I mean, it's a good show. It really is. It's I can't wait to see how they're going to wrap it up.
Oh yeah.
We were talking last week about how if we could get the books, Mike, who is a very big friend of the Mike Delatorre, who's a big friend of the webcast All for Sci-Fi, he had to leave. He was here earlier. He was telling us you can't find the books
No,
anywhere. But this show is so good, it makes me want to go back. And Isaac Asimov is the writer. I want to go read these books. If anybody knows a way to find them, let us know. Put it in the comments below. On any of these videos that go out, how can we get these books from Isaac Asimov about Foundation? So, because I'm really enjoying it. Anything else about Foundation this week?
I still like the part when both his rescuer and her, they finally got together and made little whoopee. And also,
she had her first because she was a nun.
And the other one too is when the younger version of the Emperor and the new Prince Empress, when they hooked up too together.
They did.
So this is going to be a really. I can see how the ending of this one here. It's going to be really interesting with next episode.
Yeah, there's a lot of intrigue going on. There's a lot of backstabbing. There's a lot of because that the new queen or whatever in the movie, what series you got to watch it. She thinks that the Empire killed her entire family, but it wasn't. I think it was. And then at the end, you find out the last Empress is the robot.
Yes, that's her.
And she's the one really in charge. Empire's not in charge of any of this.
No,
she
is
the one pulling strings with everybody. She's so conniving and a robot.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked how they were explaining the war between the robots and the humans and how they lived in peace. So then they went to war and yada yada. That was all interesting. And then the humans won, but there's the one robot that's in charge of everything.
Yep, her.
The whole thing ends up being a robot anyway, so it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Invasion.
Let's talk about Invasion. This is another Apple Plus show. As you know, our rating system is 0 to 5 stars, 5 stars being the best. This week's episode is called Chasing Ghosts. It's episode 2. This show just started, so you could go back and watch the first season, and then to get ready for this season because it's still new. So episode 2, Chasing Ghosts of Invasion, gets an All for Sci-Fi official rating of 4 stars. It's not quite 5.
Nope.
But what would you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm gonna probably give it just a little bit under. I'm probably give it a 4.8.
That's not under. That's over.
4. What'd you give it?
4.5.
I went 4.48.
Oh, I thought you said 4.8.
No.
Oh, 4.4.
It's just a little less. I didn't like it as much as I did the last one.
Right.
This one here, it's just like it kind of like, I don't know, something's missing in this one episode, and I haven't been able to figure out what it is yet.
Well,
but something is missing.
Well, they started going back and seeing what was going on with because the invasion is what's happening to the world being invaded by aliens,
Right.
but it's a worldwide thing. So they're back in like London or wherever they're at overseas, and we're seeing what's going on with them and going to France and stuff like that. So
yeah, but something was, I don't know, something was missing in that whole episode. I don't know. I haven't been able to figure it out yet.
it was slower than
Yeah, it was
last
definitely
episode.
a lot slower.
Last
Yes.
this episode before that it was mainly about oh, there's lag. Okay. Sorry you're getting some lag.
Yes, really.
Yeah.
Could be the weather outside.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing we could do about the lag, guys. Sorry about that. We're just gonna keep going forward, and then you'll see. I guess we're way ahead of you, because I did notice that some of your comments came up way after
Mm-hmm.
we already were talking about it. So I think the lag is on your guys' end, and we're ahead of you. And you're always ahead a little bit, but geez, I hope it's not too bad, the lag.
Really?
Okay. Invasion. It's an interesting show. I don't know how far they could go with this show. I mean, I don't know. I think this should be it. Unless they go somewhere with this that I don't know.
We won't know until we see more of it, because we're on episode 3.
I was more interested so far in season 2 because it went more sci-fi.
Right.
This last episode went further away from the sci-fi element.
Mm-hmm.
And the first episode was really beautiful.
Oh, of course it was.
At Low One last week, and when they were like trying to get past this thing that was protecting the power source, the alien,
Mm-hmm.
and it was beautiful. It kind of reminded me of the Abyss, actually.
Oh yes.
Some of the way it was acting and changing, and then it played the song "Ground Control Major Tom." Remember?
Yep.
Major Tom.
All right, David Bowie.
No, I ain't David Bowie.
No, you.
Absolutely not.
You might sound like him, but you absolutely.
I don't sound like David Bowie. I can pretend like I sound like David Bowie, but no.
Got to put a little more British accent in that, baby.
Ground control to Major Tom. I can sound like Julia Child if you want. No,
that's true. You can do that pretty good.
No, I leave the David Bowie for let's sound like David Bowie.
That's true. Like your buddy Mix.
ACM does sound like David Bowie sometimes. And then sometimes he sounds like Tom Petty.
That's true.
So he sounds like a lot of different people. When he was younger, he sounded like Steve Perry. He had a really high-pitched voice. Like the lead singer.
Yep.
Okay. So you didn't have a favorite scene in this?
Not really. No, nothing really caught my eye.
I kind of like the scene where they went to the friend's house to steal the car. I kind of like.
Oh
that.
yeah, that was good. But
And
otherwise,
their childhood friend's little sister, she was quite a character.
mm-hmm.
She
I
was
like how when they got in the car and he couldn't drive it because it was
the
clutch.
Jaguar. He thinks he's James Bond.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I like the show. Invasion is still a good show. Hey,
It's still a
we're
good
lucky
show.
to have
I'm
all
not
the
saying it
sci-fi
isn't.
guys. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Like the song says.
Yes.
But let's talk about why everybody's here today.
Yes.
Ahsoka. Anakin never finished my training.
Nope.
I walked away from him, just like I walked away from Sabine.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, such honesty from Ahsoka.
Yes.
I wish we could all be as honest as her. I like so far, guys. Again, I keep seeing similarities. I really feel like Dave Filoni is really putting his heart in Ahsoka.
Yes.
I feel like I mentioned, even though it's not the same thing, it's not the same. In A New Hope, we saw, Obi-Wan, training Luke, and he with that trainer thing that was shooting, and he was holding the lightsaber, and he had to put the helmet on and close it so he couldn't see. Dave Filoni's version is with Ahsoka and Sabine, and he made it so she couldn't see. Remember?
Right.
That's Dave Filoni saying, tipping my hat to George Lucas.
Yep.
I love it. One of my favorite scenes too, when we saw the whales. We
Oh,
thought
yes,
we were going to see
that was the best part of the whole show.
very majestic creatures.
Yes.
And we saw this ring as well.
Mm-hmm.
This it's kind of a jumping station. Let me see here. Adar Sidious is saying, jumping into episode 3 of Ahsoka, I think Sabine's quick recovery is a bit unrealistic unless Ahsoka healed her with the Force. Like, that's a good point.
True.
But how advanced are they medically? You know, can't I think it's unrealistic, and as well. And we'll see how they going forward, how they address that. Maybe she's not, when she starts fighting more and gets in a real battle with Ahsoka, maybe we'll find out that she's not that healed and she's still hurt or injured. But can Ahsoka have, is she capable?
Is she a healer? I don't know.
Is she a healer like Rey was? Because Rey was a Palpatine.
Yes.
So Rey technically had much more Force abilities than anybody. If she's the offspring of Palpatine. So we'll see. But again, I'm enjoying the way it's being made. This one felt like a filler episode. It felt like we're going to get the next episode. I think we're going to get, it's going to be really good.
A new arc.
Something's going to happen, and we'll see. I like Ray Stevens' character.
Oh yes, he's
his
good.
new character. I like it. It's sad that Ray's no longer with us, so we don't know where that could have went. I like their choices. I like Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka. I like Natasha, who's playing Sabine. I like the lady who's playing Syndulla. I even like the casting of Jason Syndulla, the younger one,
right.
her son. But I did have a quick question, though. If they're mixing species, how did he get almost all of the human one? He got almost none of her except for green hair. That's I have a problem with. But it would have been hard to make a kid wear a headpiece.
True.
So
true. And turn semi.
Well, the only thing he got was her hair, green hair.
Yeah.
He's still got every trait of his dad. He looks nothing like his mom.
That's true.
So that to me, and usually you look a little bit like your mother.
Yes.
You come out of your mother.
And look, supposed to look something.
And if it's a cross species thing, I mean, give him something.
Yeah.
I think that to me was a bad decision. They should have made him wear some sort of prosthetic. They could have done it.
Of course they could have.
And the kid could have handled it.
It's only
only
one little segment right there.
That's why they didn't do it, though. I'm telling you, they were worried about the kid not being able to sit in a makeup chair.
Yeah, for hours.
But they could have made a pre-made prosthetic make it a short version of it so he could have handled it.
Really,
kids are more than you realize. They would love it. I know that's why they didn't do it, but that's my only pet peeve so far. Okay, great. And anything, you think you already mentioned your favorite.
Yeah,
part.
I did. She's pretty good at what she's doing. She's a good actress.
I think that, again, they're knocking her character a lot in these episodes, talking about how, especially the robot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like the robot. I like it, the fact that he has such a character.
Yeah.
He's got such an attitude. I love it. But, why are you so mean?
That's true. Why? Yeah.
The worst. You have no ability at all.
Then Ahsoka says,
"The Force
is with her.
Resides in all of us."
That's right.
Yes.
Good
point.
I think her ability is going to come out in her.
I think I agree with you, Darth Sidious. I think that Ahsoka is a little bit too stoic. She does seem too much like a Vulcan.
Oh yes, very much.
She does, and hopefully going forward, we did get one or two scenes where she was fighting, like she almost took out that one of those Inquisitors, and then he had to run away, otherwise he was get his butt kicked.
He was getting kicked.
Yeah,
she was going to decapitate him.
Yeah, so she's really wow.
She's good.
She may have not finished. She may have walked away from Anakin, but holy moly, can she fight so far? Well, that's pretty much about it. Is there anything else coming up
Not
the
sci-fi ones, I don't.
oh, yes, there is something new sci-fi, and we haven't reviewed it yet, but we have a new announcement. Ragnarok season
yeah.
3 is on Netflix. It's the I think it's a Swedish show or
Swedish show,
from
yes.
Norway, so it's dubbed, and every once in a while you could tell it. But I like that show. I like the first 2 seasons. So watch Ragnarok season 3 on Netflix because we're gonna review it. Sometime in the next few weeks, we'll take some time to talk about it. So is there any other things that
Nothing I know of.
I'm just living in such a great time, guys.
I know there's something else new on Netflix too. It's a sci-fi TV show, but I can't remember the name of it. I saw it when I was going through the motions in that.
Yeah. If you guys have anything you want us to review too that we missed, let us know as well. Other than that, we got lots of shows to watch every week.
Mm-hmm.
What else is coming up? I think I'd mentioned this already, but we're going to go ahead and review Indiana Jones, the last version, the latest one in the Dial of Destiny, because now it's out. So go watch that as well. And hey, guys, as we always say at All for Sci-Fi, go out this week and do one act of kindness, because I believe if somebody sees you do something nice, it might inspire them to do something nice. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't have to be giving money. Doesn't have to be using your physical labor. It could just be picking up the phone and saying hello to someone you haven't talked to in a while.
That's true.
Make that phone call this week and speak to someone you haven't talked to in a while. I want to say a quick prayer and for Marcus. His name is Marcus. I don't want to pronounce his last name incorrectly, but he's he's from the 501st Legion.
Oh, yes.
And it's very important that we all, talk to people. If you got demons out there that you have issues or whatever, talk to someone, because that's not, nobody knows what happened with him, but he left this very cryptic Marcus Doring.
Mm-hmm.
He left this cryptic message and committing suicide.
Yeah. Too bad.
And he was I believe I met him a few times as well. Guy always had a smile on his face. He always made you feel like you were he looked you right in the eye, and he made you feel like you were the only most important person in the room.
Very
Not
true.
too many people like that on this planet. No matter who you are, he was there. He was there for people too. So Marcus Doring, may you rest in peace. But people, reach out if you have any. Hold it in. Hold on a second. Darcidius, before you guys head out, I have a comment. Hey, he has a comic question for Captain Rickster.
Sure.
He's jumping into Conan. Do you feel the original Conan is best, or Savage Avengers, or What If series?
The original Conan is the best one to get. Also, if you get the magazine, Savage Tales is also good for Conan also. There's 2 different stories in both those books. They're not the same stories in each. So you're actually, depending on which one you want, myself is his original series of
so you like Conan best?
75. So that would be your best one, since it's got a continuous story and also has Red Sonja in it too.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see her appearances in and also in the original Conan before you saw her in her own comic book series.
So Conan's better than Savage Avengers and
Right.
What If?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if what if he could have been,
right,
and not what he is in the storyline.
Okay. There you go. All right, guys. Again, if you're ever thinking about committing suicide, speak to someone.
Always.
And watch the signs, because everybody tried to reach out to this Marcus, and he turned off his phone.
Yeah.
Don't want to leave it on a downer, but just be safe and remember, the Force is with us always.
Always.
Live long and prosper.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great holiday. We'll see you back next Saturday with more content to give. Back to you.
Back to me. Hey, see you later, everybody. God bless.
The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.